Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tai Chi in the Park with me, Li Fu, Director of Four Dragons Tai Chi. We are going to be completing our Rippling the Dragon's Spine practice today, and we're going to be working on the entire spine with our turtle breathing, crane breathing, and our deer breathing. So let's go ahead and get started finding a space where you can sit or stand for the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. And we'll go ahead and get warmed up, spreading your feet about shoulder width distance apart. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, bend the knees. Feel the feet spreading out in all directions. Feel your feet and tailbone connecting down into the earth. Allowing that energy from the earth to be shared. And inhale, opening up the crown of the head to the sky, to the heavens. And today we're going to focus a little bit more on the breath, bringing both hands to the lower dantian, the lower abdomen, the space behind and below the navel. And we're just going to start with the 6 stages of the breath, 6 qualities. First one being slow. So working on slowing down the breath, setting that intention. And surrendering to the natural, slow process of the breath. Allowing the body to surrender to the breath. And as the breath begins to naturally slow down, allow the breath to get longer. And now that the breath has slowed down and elongated, allow the breath to move deeper into the body. And now that the breath is slow, long, and deep, allow the breath to become even. Inhalation and exhalation are even in length. And now that the breath has become more even, allow the breath to become more smooth, fine like silk, rather than being coarse or choppy or even stagnant or stopping. And if you notice that your breath is coarse or choppy or stopping or difficult in some areas, just think about smoothing out those areas. Maybe it's at the top of the inhalation. Maybe it's at the bottom of the exhalation or anywhere in between. And now that the breath is slow, long, deep, even, smooth, surrendering the breath, allowing it to become effortless. And starting your Tai Chi or Qi Gong practice with this breath evaluation is excellent on days where maybe you didn't get a great night's sleep, maybe you're feeling fatigued for whatever reason. This slow, gentle breathing can help shift you into a space where you're more prepared and ready for your practice. All right. And if you've closed your eyes, open your eyes. And we're going to bend the knees and shift the weight. And we're going to roll into the ball of the foot, warming up the body. Slowly going into movement, opening up the ankles, reversing your circle. Really taking it easy. And reverse, sort of resisting the urge to want to try to rush or push through any single moment or any single movement. Trying to make each movement the most enjoyable movement that we can. Bringing your feet together. Hands on the thighs, circle the knees. And maybe you circle a little bit smaller than you normally do. Kind of backing off away from the edge of your mobility and just enjoying it somewhere in the middle, somewhere in the center. And reverse your circles. And coming up to standing, spreading the feet out again, softening the knees, rotating the hips in a circle. And again, this idea of it more about creating internal momentum rather than working on physical structures of the body. Imagining energy like water circulating in the direction that your hips are flowing. And reverse. Coming back to center, rotating the hands, opening the wrists. And reverse. And bring your hands to your chest, taking a nice deep breath in here. Feeling the chest rise and fall. And we're going to circulate energy around the heart and lungs. Inhale. Rolling the shoulders. Circling the elbows. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you drop down the front. Gently undulating the spine and reversing that circulation, drawing up the sternum as you inhale. Bring the hands back to the chest. Taking a nice deep breath in underneath the collarbones and all the way down to the bottom of the rib cage. And release the hands down. Releasing the chin down. And roll your head to one side, pausing over the shoulder. Inhaling into the neck. Exhale as you lower the chin down, roll to the other side. Pausing over the shoulder. Really focusing on breath-based movement today. Coming back to center and bringing your head up, chin parallel with the earth. All right, so before we get into rippling the dragon's spine, let's start with our crane breathing that we've been practicing. So hands on the lower abdomen again, feet spread apart. You can also practice this seated if you like. We're going to soften those knees and we're going to inhale. We're going to bend the knees and shift the hips forward. Let the shoulders come back just a little bit. Spine stays in alignment. We don't tuck the chin. We don't let the head fall back. And as you exhale, we release the spine. So inhaling, we put a little bit of pressure, a little bit of tension on that spine, and then we release it in order to get blood and fluids circulating throughout the spine. So let's do that for 9 breaths. And if you have any spinal issues or any injuries that have caused discomfort, please just modify or skip this exercise. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale, release. And last one. Exhale, come up to center, and just notice your spine. Maybe your spine feels like it can open up a little bit more on its own, automatically. Maybe you feel more upright. Maybe you just feel a sense of opening. And now focusing on turtle breathing, where we contract the side muscles of the neck to pull the head down closer towards the shoulders. And again, this is without tucking the chin or letting the head fall back. It's just pulling straight down. So we're engaging these small muscles around the neck, and we're going to do that as we do our 9 breaths. So inhale, leaning back, tightening gently on the neck muscles, and exhale, releasing those neck muscles. Here we go. And release, coming back to center, taking a few breaths, and just observing how your neck feels. Maybe it feels more energized or stronger. Maybe you feel more circulation in and around the brain or in the head. Maybe you feel a release in the shoulders. And now moving our awareness down to the sacral pump with the deer breathing. We're going to contract around the tailbone as we breathe. So as you inhale, and we lean back, contracting around the tailbone. Exhale, release the tailbone, and let's begin. And release, coming back to center and noticing how the lower spine feels. Just observing any sensations and just coming to realize that through this practice we can activate our sacral and cervical pumps in the spine. And this can have a very relaxing effect throughout the entire body. And also keep the spine strong and healthy. And allowing more fluid to flow in and out along the spine and the spinal cord. So let's take a nice deep breath in. And now we'll begin our rippling the dragon's spine for spinal health. So bring your hands to your hips, taking a step forward, having a nice wide base. And we're going to inhale, imagining that pearl at the tailbone. And palms connecting to that pearl inside the body. And we're going to inhale, hands and breath, moving that pearl up through the spine, up through the crown of the head, in between the palms, and shifting forward with a nice long spine. Bringing the pearl down underneath the earth, underneath the feet, up the back leg, back up to the tailbone, and inhaling up the spine again. As we circulate, we allow the pearl to acquire energy from the earth and from the heavens, and disseminate that energy as it flows through the body. One more. And pausing at the hips, taking either a step forward or a step back. Inhale into the hips, into the tailbone. Exhale, releasing the breath out and inhaling up the spine. Exhaling out in front. Allowing the spine to gently open up a little bit more in areas where it might feel tense, tight. But allow it to be a surrender, surrendering that tension, maybe up into the heavens, or surrendering it down into the ground. Feeling that support that will allow you to release tension. One more. Coming up to the hips. And taking a deep breath, inhale. And this time as we exhale, we're going to reverse the flow, going down the back leg. Shifting the weight forward. Coming up, exhaling down the spine, down the back leg. One more. Holding it here at the hips. You can either switch feet or take a step back. Inhale. And exhale down the back leg. Shifting the weight forward. Inhale as you come up. You can also think about Bringing the sun down in between your palms, allowing it to bring light and energy into the body, filling us to have energy to wake up and to endure the rest of the day. And coming back to center, stepping your feet even with each other, taking a nice deep breath in. And ending with a short meditation. Coming back to our natural breathing, abdominal breathing, our slow, long, deep, even, smooth, and subtle breath. And now as we breathe in, we may have released some tension in the spine, particularly in the lower spine, that now allows us to move into Dantian breathing, not just breathing into the lower belly and expanding the belly out, but also allowing the lower back to expand out evenly with the breath. And as the breath contracts, the belly and the lower back pull together towards the center, towards the core of the body. And as we continue our Dantian breathing, we imagine this sphere glowing bright with light, with the energy from the sun and the earth. And allowing that light and energy to nourish the body from the inside. Allowing it to nourish the spine, or to bring nourishment to any area of the body that needs a little bit of extra care. Allowing your natural breathing to continue, allowing energy to continue to flow inside your body throughout the rest of your day as we close out our practice with a deep breath. Giving thanks to the heavens and to the earth. And to everything in between. Bring your feet together, bringing your hands together to create the symbol of Tai Chi, of yin and yang, heaven and earth coming together to create peace, harmony, longevity, and good health. Thank you all so much. For those of you who are practicing with me here at Evelyn's Park, and for those of you who are practicing with us at home, please subscribe and like our videos for more, and we hope to continue in the next coming weeks. Until then, take care, stay safe, Dao An.